Howdy, this is Terry, and I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Don't forget to click that like button and look at the description of this video. I have all kinds of links, and on my homepage, you'll see a bunch of playlists for how I lost my weight. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. We are going to make some chicken rice Alfredo. You know, I'm doing it carnivore style, so there will be no noodles, no fake noodles. You could make your own fancy carnivore noodles. You can use the, the Egg Life wraps. But what I have here is chicken that I had cooked in my crock pot a while ago, and it's been in my freezer. So what I do is I cook it in my crock pot, and then I strain it, and then I store it until I'm ready to use it. Now, when you cook something in your crock pot, you're more or less boiling it. So there's going to be a lot of liquid in this chicken. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this skillet to kind of dry out the chicken, and then we'll set it aside. I've made chicken and rice with riced chicken. I've made Asian flavored food. I've made all kinds of stuff. But you can just use what I call riced chicken, which is just ground chicken cooked in a crock pot. And you can use that, and you can use it in so many different ways. But right now what I need to do is I need to heat it up real good. And then I'll take this off, and we're going to heat it up until the water evaporates out of the bottom of this skillet. So I'll get back with you when it gets closer to that stage. So you can maybe see, hang on, let me show you. See that liquid down in there? So, like I said, this chicken is fully cooked. It's not raw in any way. It is just that it was cooked in a crock pot, so it's going to be more wet than if it was cooked in a skillet. So now I'm cooking it in the skillet, or I'm heating it up in the skillet to get out some of that moisture, and then it'll make it more dry, and that'll end up giving it more of that rice texture that we know and enjoy. So I'm just going to keep this on going, kind of a little bit lower than medium, and just let all that water cook out of there. And when it does and it's heated up, I'll get back with you. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. It's dry. I've actually taken a couple of paper towels and kind of pressed it down into the chicken a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is lay a couple of paper towels on here. I'm going to put them down into here, just to help absorb any excess moisture. It's not a big deal, but there we go. Okay. Now I've got some tallow, and I'm going to melt that down into here, because next is going to be our sliced chicken. It's like chicken breast. So I'm going to let this melt, and I'll be right back. Now, to figure out the macros, what you can do is weigh out that riced chicken and weigh these out so you know exactly how much you have. And then you can plug it into your tracker, and depending on what kind of Alfredo you use, you can then plug that in, and you'll know like by how many meals you make. I'm not doing that today. I'm just making this today. So so now I'm going to fry up this chicken. I'm going to do 3 minutes on that side, and then I'll do 3 minutes on the other side. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and flip it. And we'll leave it for 3 more minutes, and then we'll take a look. We'll cut it and see how it's looking. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Let's cut into one. See what we think. So take it and lay it on top of the other and just kind of cut right down the middle. Yeah, I think it might be done. It's all gonna go back in a little while. So even if it's not all the way done, it's okay. So I'm gonna lay it, where'd my thing go? I took part of the riced chicken out, and because I'm gonna use it for something else. So I'm gonna pull this out, and then I'm gonna cook these other two, and then we'll get on with what we're making. So let me get these cooked, and I'll be back with you. So while the other one's cooking, what I'm doing is I want to cut these into bite-sized pieces. So that way when it's all done and ready, I just have to pick up and take bites. I don't want fillets to have to take a knife to work or whatever. So I personally like bite-sized pieces. So I got these scissors and I'm just cutting the chicken into bite-sized pieces. I've been talking away, you guys. I added the chicken, I cut up all the chicken, and I added the noodles, and I added 180 grams of this classic Alfredo. So it was 180 grams because that's 3 servings, and I'm guesstimating that there's about 3 servings of chicken in here. So I am so sorry, you guys. So now I just want to let this heat up, warm on low. So it's on number 3, I think. Yeah, number 3 on my stove. But I just want it all kind of to simmer together. I don't even know if you saw me season it or not. I added some garlic salt, some onion salt, some seasoning salt. Those were the seasonings that I added to it. You season it with whatever you like with your Alfredo. You could, again, you can make your own Alfredo from scratch. I just don't have any heavy cream right now. So this is how I'm making mine. So is it clean carnivore? 100% no. But you can make it clean carnivore. The whole point of this is knowing that you can use riced chicken as rice, and you can make all kinds of fun things with it. And you don't have to do anything fancy for noodles. You can just use rice chicken. So I'm gonna let this go for about 5 minutes just to kind of all blend together. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop this up into 3 servings, and I'll get back with you to let you know about how much they weigh. So we got 3 servings of about 8.5, 9 ounces a piece. So I want you to look at this. Look at the texture. It's like rice. It's just riced chicken. So no carbs, no guilt. All it is ground chicken cooked in a crock pot and then heated up in your skillet. All the carnivore, all the ketovore, all the flavor, without all the carbs. So, all right, that's how I make it. You try it and let me know down in the comments if you try it and if you like it. Riced chicken is the way to go.